If you could please face me and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please have a seat and please stand. And for the record, say and spell your first and last name, please.
Tracy, T-R-A-C-Y, Rakovich, R-A-C-A, V as in Victor, I-C-H.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, did you fly in from, is it New Jersey to testify in this case?
Yes, New Jersey.
All right. How is it that you're employed today?
So I am employed by a company called International Flavors and Fragrances as the Global Benefits Director.
Okay.
I'm sorry, ma'am, can you just move the microphone a little
Oh.
closer? Speak right into it. Thank you.
How long have you been the Global Benefits Director for this company?
It'll be 3 years in October.
Okay. And before this job, were you at a similar organization or in a similar position at another company?
Yes.
And where was that?
Prior to that, I was at a company called Bausch & Lomb.
Bausch & Lomb, they make eyewear and
Correct.
lenses?
Yes.
And were you the benefits director there as well?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. And prior to that?
I was at a company called Church & Dwight in a similar role.
Okay. And prior to that, where were you?
I was at Cody.
Okay.
Correct.
So when you worked for Cody, what was your title or position, please?
I was Senior Benefits Manager.
And for what part of the company?
The U.S.-based operations.
Okay, for all of the U.S. operations.
That's correct.
And so where were you based?
New York City.
Okay. How many years did you work for Cody?
About 3 years.
All right. And as the senior benefits manager for the entire U.S. operations for Cody, were you responsible for certain types of benefits
Yes.
for the employees?
Correct.
And what type?
So oversight over health benefits, so medical, dental, prescription, life insurance, and also retirement benefits as well, so 401k, things like that.
Okay. So in terms of your position, did the company contract with a particular life insurance company to provide life insurance benefits to its
Yes.
employees? What company was that?
MetLife?
And as the senior benefits manager, were you responsible for assisting employees yearly when they enrolled for the following year for their medical, dental, life insurance, retirement, things of that nature?
Yes, during annual enrollment.
All right. And in addition to assisting the employees with their enrollment, were you also responsible for processing any death claims through
Yes.
that life?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Now, given that you manage the life insurance, retirement, and the health and welfare portion, were you also responsible for managing any stock options through the company?
No,
Okay.
that was handled by another department.
And was that handled more at a local level?
Yes,
Did you know somebody by the name, or do you know somebody by the name of Henry Meyer?
I do.
Okay. And how did you know Henry?
Henry was the local HR contact in the Woodland Hills office, so he was my colleague based in California.
Okay. And so in terms of managing the stock options, equity, pay, compensation, things of that nature, would that have been handled at the local level by Henry?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you also know somebody by the name of Janet Cover?
Yes.
And was she somebody who worked under Henry?
Yes.
Did you ever meet somebody by the name of Fabio Sementilli?
I did.
And when did you meet him?
During the transition when Cody purchased Wella, we had educational benefit seminars to talk about the new benefits Cody was offering, and he had attended one of those.
Okay. And so you were here in the Los Angeles area, in the
Yes.
Woodland Hills area?
I believe it was Woodland Hills.
Okay. And was that sometime maybe in May or June of 2016?
Thereabouts, yes, approximately.
Okay. So was that a seminar where you would have, again, been assisting the employees in the Woodland Hills office with the new benefit package that was being offered by the company?
That's correct.
All right. Showing you People's 13, do you recognize who you see here?
Yes, that's Fabio.
Okay. Now, after you met him at Wella, this was during, you said, the integration process, correct?
Yes.
Did you have multiple communications with him about his benefits in order to assist him in enrolling for the new year, which would have been the 2017 enrollment?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Your Honor, I have an email exchange that appears to be 18 pages in length. May it be collectively marked as People's 92?
Yes.
There appears to be a red 1 on this first page at the bottom left. Do you know somebody by the name of Deborah Stroff?
Yes.
And who is Deborah Stroff?
She was my manager at the time.
Okay, so she was above you,
Correct.
and that was at Cody.
Yes.
And looking at this first page of Exhibit 92, is this basically a reintroduction from Deborah to you and Fabio together?
Correct, yes.
And was this the beginning of an email exchange, as we discussed, of you assisting Fabio Sementilli in enrolling for his 2017 benefits?
Correct.
Showing you the next page, People's 92, which is page 2 at the bottom left. Is that first email occurred, it looks like, on April 8th of 2016, and according to the email at 1:47 p.m. Showing you page 2 of this email exchange. Does this appear to be an email between you and Fabio, as well as Deborah and Fabio's professional assistant, Alicia Truesdale, on April 9th, the following day?
Yes.
Okay. And in this particular email, you are the two of you trying to set up an appointment so that you can discuss his benefits?
That's correct.
And were you introduced to Fabio? Did you know him as the Vice President of Education for Wella Salon?
I believe I knew his title, yes.
Showing you page 3 of this email exchange. Is this an email that you sent to Fabio with some information in order to assist him in reviewing the new benefits that were being offered through Cody?
Correct, yes.
Showing you page 4. Does this include some of the information that you sent to Fabio in terms of Cigna, so health benefits, dental benefits, things of that nature?
Yes, it's a benefit summary.
Okay. So these are documents you actually sent to him, correct?
Correct.
Showing you page 5. Is this another set of pages that you sent to Fabio to review regarding dental, vision, and other benefits that he could enroll in?
Yes, it is.
Showing you page 6, or what's marked as page 6, and looking at the top left. Again, are these some of the documents you sent to Fabio to review for enrollment in terms of his various benefits? as well as on the right side.
Correct, yes.
Showing you page 7. Is this an exchange between you and Fabio that took place after you sent those documents on April 12th regarding any P&G disability program?
Yes.
Okay. And on the following day, showing you page 8, is this a conversation or a response that you sent to Fabio regarding having met with him the day prior on April 12th?
Yes, it is.
And in this particular email exchange or response that you sent him, you discussed RSUs. What's an RSU?
Restricted stock unit?
Okay. So in this particular email, you were talking about the RSU vesting, whether or not if he left the company at some time prior to vesting, if they would be forfeited and things of that nature. Is that right?
Correct. And I had worked with Henry to complete these answers as he handled the compensation information locally.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you also talked about severance at the bottom.
Yes.
Showing you page 9 of this Exhibit 92. Is this a email that Fabio sent you on April 20th regarding disability?
Yes.
Okay. And did you send him a response that we see on page 10 clarifying that the disability plan's benefits don't include a cost of living increase?
That's correct.
And this was an exchange that took place on April 21st at about 5:22 in the afternoon or the evening?
Correct. The morning.
I'm sorry, a.m. Looking at the following page, page 11 of People's 92, is this a response that Fabio sent you a little later that same day where he attached some disability option that he had prior to the company being integrated into Cody?
Correct.
Showing you page 12 of this document is this, and I'm going to turn it sideways, the document that Fabio had sent to you regarding his 2016 benefits on April 21st of 2016.
Yes.
And in terms of his benefits in 2016, it appears that he had life insurance plus he had purchased 5 times his annual salary, including his 1-year annual base pay, correct?
That is correct.
So prior to 2017, Fabio, had he died, would have been receiving 6 times his annual salary?
Yes.
And do you know what his annual salary was?
At the time at Cody, it was about $222,000 a year.
Okay. So in 2016, again, if he had died, it would be 6 times 222,000.
Correct.
And showing you the following page, page 13, was this the second page that went along with page 12 with respect to his beneficiaries for his life insurance?
I believe so, yes.
Showing you page 14 of Exhibit 92. Was this a responsive email that Fabio sent you at about 7 p.m. that night after he read through the disability program?
Correct.
Showing you page 15 of Exhibit 92. Is this a response that you sent regarding what Cody offers in terms of long-term disability on April 25th, 2016?
Yes.
And then in this particular email, did you also discuss with him that he had some questions regarding the 401k portion?
That is correct.
And again, that would be a retirement benefit,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
That you would have managed.
Correct.
Showing you page 16 of Exhibit 92. Is this a response that Fabio sent you later that same day, that morning at 9:02?
Yes, yes it is.
And so in this particular email, he was asking specifically about life insurance, his 401 contributions, and whether they were being automatically deducted from his paycheck, and also he wanted some information on the pension program, correct?
Correct.
That also would be a retirement benefit, correct?
That's correct.
Showing you page 17. Would this be a response that you sent him again later that same day on April 25th regarding life insurance, dependent, whether or not he could purchase dependent life insurance for his spouse, his children? You mentioned the 401k, and the fact that Cody offers a 401 instead of a pension plan.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And then in this last page, page 18, is this an email that Fabio sent you later that day regarding a 3.5% contribution from Cody?
Yes.
What was that referring to? What was that conversation? That you
Sure.
had?
So the 3.5% was in addition to your own money you put into the 401k and employer matching contribution. There was an additional 3.5% contribution based on his age. The contribution differed by employees' ages.
So on top of whatever the employee puts in, and on top of whatever the company matches, there is a percentage on top of that that's added on for depending on your age group.
That is correct.
And
Yes.
if we go back to page 6 of Exhibit 92, this document that you sent him at the bottom, is this what you're referring to, where the percentage depends on his age group?
That's correct.
And so if he was in the age group of at age 49, that's where the 3.5% gets added on.
That's right. Yes.
Did you, again, review with Fabio his 2016 benefits as opposed to now what he was changing over to in 2017 and what would be comparable?
Right. The differences in changing companies and the benefit offerings.
Your Honor, I have a 2-page document with respect to 2016 benefits for Fabio Sementilli and his family. It has a date at the bottom right corner of 4/21/16. May this document be marked as People's Exhibit number 93.
Amen.
Thank you. Showing you Exhibit 93. Again, were these the benefits that Fabio, you reviewed with him with respect to his prior selection, including his medical plan, life insurance, and on the second page it looks like, again, life insurance and whether there's any retirement.
Yes.
And this document again reflects that in 2016 he had signed up to receive 6 times his salary.
That is correct.
Did you provide Fabio with some of the documentation that you sent him information regarding life insurance and accidental death and dismemberment insurance?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a 3-page, excuse me, I'm wrong, a 4-page document that is titled Life and AD&D. May it be marked, please, as Peoples 94.
Yes.
Showing you Exhibit 94, looking at the front page of this document. Is this a document that you sent to Fabio Sementilli with respect to what he could enroll in for 2017?
It is.
Okay. Showing you the second page, does this appear to be information regarding the life insurance plan?
Yes.
And the third page, again, all the specifics with respect to this life as well as accidental death and dismemberment plan.
Yes.
And the final page, insurance plan claims.
Yes.
And then did you go ahead and assist him with enrolling in his benefits for the year of 2017?
I believe he may have enrolled on his own, was just clarifying questions about the differences in coverage.
Your Honor, I have a 3-page document that is the 2017 enrollment record for Fabio Sementilli. It has an August 2nd, 2017 in the bottom right corner. May it be marked, please, as People's Exhibit 95.
It may.
Showing you Exhibit 95, the first page. Were these the benefits that you managed that Fabio had enrolled in for the plan year of 2017?
Yes.
Okay. Showing you the following page. And along the left, we see terminated. This is a document that was printed post-death, correct?
Yes.
So at that point, there was no more coverage because he had passed away.
That's correct.
Okay. Looking at this second page, if we look at the second portion down after vision where it says basic life insurance, does this indicate, again, what you managed and discussed with Fabio, that he had enrolled for 2 times his annual salary of, which would be doubled, would be $444,000?
Correct.
And on top of that, did he also sign up for supplemental life insurance for an additional $222,000?
Yes.
And on top of that, did he also sign up for not only 2 times his annual salary from the accidental death and dismemberment portion of the policy, but as well for a supplemental accidental death and dismemberment?
Yes.
And in this document, did you also manage the portion where Fabio listed out who his beneficiaries were?
Yes.
And again, as you talked about one of your emails on the last page of Exhibit 95, the LTD.
Yes, he had some questions on that.
Okay. So this was his the benefits that he enrolled in based on your conversations with him and the benefits that you managed for him through the company.
Yes.
So let me ask you. About another set of documents. Your Honor, I have a 7-page email chain. The first page on the bottom left is a number 24. May this 7 pages be marked as People's 96?
Yes.
Starting with the first page, you can see that this came from Fabio's email, correct?
Yes.
To somebody at palmati-mo@hotmail
Correct.
with an attachment, correct?
Yes.
Showing you the attachment, first page of the attachment. Do these appear to be the same documents that you sent to Fabio regarding the health insurance?
Yes.
Showing you the third page. Does this appear to be the same documents you sent to Fabio regarding choosing benefits and dental?
Yes.
Showing you the next page. Again, does this appear to be some of the documents you sent to Fabio regarding dental and vision?
It is.
And on the following page, again, let's see if it, there we go. More documentation you sent to Fabio regarding vision and other benefits.
Correct.
And this portion at the bottom, does this appear to cover what we just discussed with respect to the life insurance benefits and the AD&D insurance?
Yes.
And the following page, does this appear to be, again, the documentation that you sent to Fabio regarding, as we discussed, the supplemental life insurance, the supplemental accidental death and dismemberment, and the supplemental AT&T benefits you sent him?
Correct.
And the bottom half, does that appear to have that same chart that we looked at previously in the documents you sent to Fabio that discussed the 401k managed by Charles Schwab, where you indicated Fabio at age 49 would fall into the 3.5% provision on top of the company match?
Correct.
And the final page of that email, all of the companies that manage the various portions of the benefits and their contact info.
Yes.
So that actually includes phone numbers, emails for MetLife and Charles Schwab, as well as the medical plan.
Yes.
Your Honor, I have another email chain. This one is 2 pages in length. It has a 26 and 27 in the bottom left corners. May these be marked, please, as People's 97.
Very well.
Showing you the first page. Again, an email from Fabio to one of his beneficiaries, as we saw on the prior documents, Monica Sementilli, at that same email address, kalmadimo@hotmail.com. Does this appear to show his elections or enrollment in the benefits that you assisted him with for the 2017 plan year?
Yes, it does.
Not including, including healthcare, but also at the bottom, the basic life insurance of 2 times salary.
Yes.
Okay. And on the second page, where there's a 27 at the bottom, does this page appear to also cover the basic accidental death and dismemberment, again at 2 times salary, plus the supplemental AD&D at 3 times salary,
Yes.
as well as other types of benefits.
Correct.
Now, after your assistance to Fabio to enroll for the 2017 benefits, did you receive some information on January 24th of 2017 that Fabio Sementilli had died?
Yes.
And did you have conversations on January 24th and days thereafter with the local HR reps at Wella in Woodland Hills, being Henry Meyer and Janet Cover?
I did.
Okay. And what were you, as the senior benefits manager in New York, were you personally responsible for processing any and all claims that would be made on the life insurance policy for Fabio Sementilli?
Yes.
And were you also, therefore, responsible for collecting all documentation to put together a package if a claim were to be made to MetLife for the life insurance benefits?
Yes, I was.
And was a life insurance claim made by the employee Fabio Sementilli's wife, Monica?
Yes.
And when did you receive the documentation indicating that a claim had been made by the defendant, by Monica Sementilli on her husband's life insurance policy?
I believe it was late January, shortly after he had passed, to share the information for her to fill out.
A document that a set of documents that starts with a life insurance claim form to MetLife. It is 21 pages in length. May it be marked, please, as People's 98.
So marked.
After receiving the information in late January that the decedent's wife, Monica Sementilli, had made a claim on her husband's life insurance policy, did you put together a package including her claim to send to MetLife for payment?
Yes.
Did that include the claimant's claim form or statement form?
Correct.
Also, did that include a death certificate?
Yes, it did.
An employer's statement?
Yes.
And had you ever, or did you ever speak with Fabio Sementilli's wife, Monica Sementilli?
No.
Okay. That would have been the responsibility then of the local reps?
Correct. Those conversations were funneling through Henry and Janet.
And so did you speak with them frequently regarding the status of the life insurance claim?
Yes.
Did they contact you on a regular basis regarding the status of Monica Sementilli's claim?
Yes. Inquiring about the payout.
Okay. Does the documents that you submitted back to MetLife not only include what I just mentioned to you, including the death certificate, but also a breakdown of what we saw in prior exhibits of the purchases made by Fabio Sementilli regarding life insurance and the percentages that he applied to his 4 beneficiaries?
Yes.
And did you submit the claim to MetLife after putting all the paperwork together on February 13th of 2017?
Approximately, yes.
Okay. Showing you the first page of People's Exhibit 98. Is this the first page of the life insurance claim form that you filled out?
Yes, this is the employer statement.
Okay. And the second page, is that also a portion that you filled out?
Yes.
As the employer statement?
Yes.
As well as the third page?
Yes.
And at the bottom of the third page, did you identify the dates of the various selections Fabio had made regarding life insurance?
Correct.
And does this go back to a date when he first, since it says 2007, became an employee of the company?
That's correct. It's his date of hire.
And then did you, in the far right column, did you indicate what the amounts would be of those benefits when you add them up?
Yes.
And on the fourth page, is that your signature?
Yes.
Okay. And the next portion of the document, is this the portion of the claim that is filled out by the claimant, in this case, Monica Sementilli?
Correct.
Okay. And this is what was sent to you by Henry and Janet regarding the person who was making the claim on the life insurance policy.
That is correct.
And once a claim such as this is made by one of the claimants or one of the beneficiaries, no other claim has to be made, correct?
Correct.
Did you ever receive a claim from Luigi Sementilli for his father's life insurance?
No.
So the only person that made a claim was, in this case, Monica Sementilli, the defendant.
Correct.
And then on the last page of the claimant form is that the signature of the claimant along with the date she signs.
Yes.
Okay. And following that, what do we see here in this document?
I believe this is the death certificate.
Okay, and you said that was a portion of the package you had to put together?
Correct.
And the following page again, proof of death certificate?
Correct.
From a funeral home?
Yes.
And then the last several pages, those appeared to be similar to what we looked at with respect to the selections Fabio Sementilli made for 2017 in terms of his life insurance and the breakdown where he gave percentages for each of his 4 beneficiaries, correct?
Correct, yes.
And the person, the main beneficiary of this policy was in fact his wife, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
She got the largest portion in all of the different sections of the policies he bought.
That is correct.
All right. And those ranged from 40 to 45%, depending on which portion of the policy we're talking about,
Yes,
correct?
that's
Whether
right.
we're talking about the AD&D or the basic group life insurance.
Correct.
And then on the following page with the supplemental AD&D, we see that, again, she is the main beneficiary taking 50% of the supplemental AD&D and 40% of the supplemental group life insurance.
Correct.
And the pages after that would be the same documentation that you assisted Fabio in filling out that we saw in Exhibits 96 and 97 that he sent to his wife in May and October of 2016.
Yes.
I'm going to object that call for a conclusion.
Go roll.
And as we go through again these pages, it sets out all of the selections that Fabio Sementilli made with respect to his enrollment, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And then at the back of this set of documentation appears to be the insurance claim form. Again, would this be your email address and phone at the time?
Yes.
Okay. And then once you put all of this documentation together, what do you do with it?
It's submitted to MetLife to process.
Okay. And once it's submitted to MetLife, is it no longer within your realm of responsibility?
Correct.
Okay. Bless you. In terms of your experience handling these type of benefits, including life insurance, over the years that you've done this at various companies, does the life insurance company require, in a case where somebody is murdered, that law enforcement also has to weigh in on before payments made?
Yes, that's a common.
Sustained.
Are you familiar, based on your experience with life insurance, that in certain cases, law enforcement also has to provide information to the insurance company?
Yes.
Did you receive information that, with respect to this particular case, that law enforcement was going to have to weigh in?
Yes, that there would be needed more information from them.
And is that referred to sometimes as I think it's called like a Slayer statute?
Similar, I believe. Yeah, that they would need something from a law enforcement official because the death was not natural.
Okay. And in those cases, and as in this case, law enforcement has to clear all the beneficiaries?
That's correct.
At some point in time, do you receive, and did you receive, as the senior benefits manager, documentation from MetLife regarding payments that had been made?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have another document. It is titled MetLife. It says Notice of Claim Payment at the top. May it be marked as People's 99.
Yes.
Showing you Exhibit 99. Is this a document that you received that was sent to you through Cody from MetLife to your attention?
Yes.
And is this document dated July 10th of 2017?
Yes, it is.
And does it indicate that 2 checks were paid out from MetLife?
Yes.
One being to Luigi Sementilli, and another being to both Jessica and Isabella Sementilli, as is mentioned in the document itself.
That is correct.
Okay. And does this document indicate that payment by MetLife was only made to 3 of the 4 beneficiaries on Fabio Sementilli's policy?
Yes, it does.
And does it also appear to be, in terms of the amounts paid, consistent with the percentages that Fabio Sementilli delegated for his beneficiaries with respect to his life insurance as well as his accidental death and dismemberment policy.
Yes, approximately.
And so here we see that MetLife paid out a total claim of approximately $914,000.
Yeah, yes.
Your Honor, I object. That mistakes the evidence.
It's overruled.
Out of speculation. That's the truth.
I understand that. It's overruled. Counsel, I need to take give the jury a break. Are you almost done on your direct or no?
I am almost done. I only have about 5 minutes, but if you want to take the break, we can always finish after.
5 minutes is fine.
All right. Was any police report ever filed with you by the LAPD to send to MetLife?
No.
Based on the purchases that Fabio Sementilli made in 2016 for the plan year of 2017, did he, in terms of the supplemental AD&D policy, did Fabio basically max out all of the coverage possible?
He did.
And in terms of the optional life insurance, the supplemental policy that he purchased, that would have been, again, an additional buy-up provision,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
In this case, did you determine, based on the percentages allotted, the amount that would be owed by the life insurance company, MetLife, to the spouse, in this case, Monica Sementilli?
Yes.
And what was that amount?
$777,000.
Okay. And was there also, in addition to that, a salary that was being paid for a 6-month period, checks 2 times a month to Monica Sementilli?
Yes.
And so if that was half of his salary, that would be somewhere around gross, maybe $120,000.
Approximately, yes.
So if we were to add all of that together, we would be talking somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe a little more than $877,000.
Yes.
And would that include any other policies, or let's say if there was an international stock option plan or something of that nature?
No, that would be separate.
Okay. So that would be on top of the $877,000.
Correct.
Would that include, let's say, the value of his airline mileage?
No.
Would that include any vehicle or vehicle loan?
No.
Would that include a family residence?
No.
Would that include any bank accounts or stock options through the company?
No.
And in addition to the salary that you were responsible for paying out for the 6 months after Fabio's death, was Cody, through you, also paying for health insurance for his spouse Monica as well as his daughters for the 6 months following his death?
Yes, we were.
I have nothing further.